Today, we're diving deep into the wild world of Palantir Technologies, the company that went from trading at modest 10, 20 times sales multiples to a mind-boggling 110 times sales valuation. That's a leap so lofty, it makes Evel Knievel look like he was doing backyard BMX. The multiples metamorphosis, 10, 20 times to 110 times sales. Not long ago, Palantir's stock hovered in the reasonable 10, 20 times sales range. Investors were content, okay, that's fair for a fast-growing software player with a government pedigree. Fast forward a couple of years, and institutions began bidding the shares up to a staggering 110 times forward sales. To put that in perspective, 10 times sales multiple, a software company generating $1 billion in revenue would be valued at $10 billion. 110 times sales multiple, that same $1 billion in revenue commands a chewy $110+ billion valuation. Why the astronomical jump? The market is sending a message. We believe Palantir's future cash flows will be so massive, these multiples will look like steel-priced IPOs. It's less about today's revenues and more about what Palantir might be worth when every enterprise on Earth, and maybe on Mars, uses its AI engine. Unbelievably high expectations, and why they're justified. When you're trading at 110 times sales, you'd better deliver. That kind of valuation implies Wall Street expects Palantir to sustain rapid growth, long enough to justify those numbers. Generate massive profit margins, so top-line growth translates to bottom-line gold. Dominate a huge addressable market, big data analytics, AI platforms, the works. Here's why many investors believe Palantir can, and will, live up to these lofty expectations. Proven track record. In just a few years, Palantir grew from a niche government contractor to a diversified enterprise player, winning contracts in healthcare, finance, and supply chain. Sticky revenue streams. Government deals are long-term and mission-critical, creating a base revenue floor. Network effects. The more clients build ontologies and pipelines on Palantir's Foundry and AIP, the harder it is for competitors to pry them away. In short, the market isn't just paying for Palantir's present, it's speculating on a world where the company's platforms are as indispensable as electricity. If that world materializes, 110 times sales might look downright bargain basement. 50% annual growth, maintained for 5 straight years. Imagine compounding at 50% per year. If Palantir pulled it off from 2021 through 2025, revenues would nearly sevenfold in just half a decade. How could Palantir sustain 50% growth? Cross-sell and upsell, converting Foundry clients to AIP and Gotham users. New verticals, moving beyond defense into retail, manufacturing, and energy. Global expansion, tapping markets in Europe, Asia, and the Middle East. Platform add-ons, selling AI governance, model monitoring, and edge AI modules. Maintaining this pace isn't easy, few companies ever manage it. But if Palantir can keep its pipeline fat and iterate quickly, the numbers add up. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait, we kindly request you to support us by joining us and becoming a member. Find the link in the description section below. Industry-leading 30% profit margins. Growth is great, but profits pay the bills. Palantir's business model, software as a service, SaaS, with relatively low incremental costs, sets the stage for high margins. Seasoned SaaS names like Salesforce or Adobe hover around 20 to 25% operating margins. Palantir aims even higher. 30% profit margins mean, for every $1 billion in revenue, the company pockets $300 million. Reinvest and innovate. With such cash flow, Palantir can plow money into R&D, acquisitions, and subsidized pilots, accelerating adoption. High margins also serve as a moat. Competitors forced to charge lower fees or invest more heavily in support can't match both price and profitability. The unique niche, big data analytics royalty. Palantir's secret sauce lies in its unique niche, tackling massive, messy datasets that other tools can't handle. From counterterrorism intel to optimizing global supply chains, Palantir's platforms were built to unify, cleanse, and analyze vast volumes of disparate data. Let's break it down: enterprise scale, tens of millions of records, petabytes of logs, billions of IoT sensor readings. Complex workflows, correlating geospatial, transactional, and textual data. Security and governance, fine-grained access controls, audit trails, critical for regulated industries. Custom ontologies, structuring data around a client's unique business model, from drug discovery pipelines to airline route networks. It's not just big data, it's big, hairy, interwoven, mission-critical data. And few players can claim the pedigree of Palantir's Gotham, government, and Foundry, commercial, stacks. SaaS platforms, actionable trends, reduced waste, combat fraud. Palantir's SaaS offerings are the engines powering measurable business impact, actionable trends. Retail giants use Foundry to link point-of-sale data with social sentiment, spotting fashion trends before they hit Instagram's Explore page. Waste reduction, manufacturing firms map supply chain bottlenecks in real time, rerouting shipments to avoid costly delays, saving millions in logistics fees. Fraud combat, banks deploy AIP to connect transaction anomalies with identity graphs, flagging suspicious behavior faster than fraud rings can evolve. Imagine a sprawling agricultural operation, thousands of acres of crops, dozens of varieties, and a maze of irrigation lines. Sensors report soil moisture, nutrient levels, and weather forecasts. Palantir's Foundry ingests all those data streams into a unified agrograph. Models optimal watering schedules by crop type, soil condition, and market price forecasts. Alerts agronomists when a section of fields needs extra attention to prevent disease outbreaks. Predicts yield outcomes weeks in advance, allowing pre-contracts with food distributors. Result: higher crop yields, lower water usage, and richer margins, proof that data-driven farming is the next green revolution. Peering into 2045, the singularity and Palantir's preparations, fast forward to 2045, when AI is predicted to reach, or even surpass, human-level intelligence, entering a phase of self-improvement often dubbed the singularity. This could lead to hyper-intelligent systems, machines that design better machines, unlocking new materials, cures for diseases, and perhaps pizza that never gets cold. Societal reshaping, from personalized governance algorithms to fully automated economies. Existential risks, unchecked AI could make decisions misaligned with human values, cue Hollywood doomsday scenarios. Why Palantir might be ready: governance frameworks. Palantir's platforms emphasize auditability and human-in-the-loop controls, ensuring AI decisions remain transparent. Ethics and oversight tools, built-in modules for bias detection, fairness metrics, and right-to-explanation features. Collaboration with think tanks, partnerships with academic institutions and policy groups to shape AI regulation. Palantir sits at the table where the rules of the future are drafted. Edge and hybrid architectures, distributing intelligence across secure enclaves, reducing central points of failure and single-vendor lock-in. In a world where AI could outthink its creators, platforms giving humans oversight and control will be priceless. Palantir's emphasis on security, audit trails, and governance could position it as the go-to infrastructure for managing superintelligent systems. This could eventually make it the most important company in the world, surpassing $10 trillion. We do not need to worry about tomorrow, for today has enough of its troubles. Matthew 6 verse 34 paraphrased. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also, again, if you are interested in supporting us more, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.